end it there. I see the one and only, the magical, magnificent Verl Workman on the call now. I'm going to turn it over to you, Verl. Thank you for being here. Brent thanks you for being here. He had to leave a couple minutes early. We appreciate you. You're always pouring into people, and you are the master, my friend.
Hey, glad to be here. And great dialogue, Randy. I'm listening. I'm leaning in, man.
Thank you,
I'm leaning
brother. You
in.
know what? We're always learning, right? We're always learning. Brent said some things out there today. I was like, oh my God, that was good. And I'm writing it down and I'm adding it to my little repertoire. But thank you for the kind words. I appreciate it. And I'm looking forward to you to just pouring into these people today and bringing the fire.
So I'm a dialogue guy. So when you're teaching dialogue, it like dialogue is king. And you see the great movies out there. I don't know if anyone's been to a good movie lately. I saw one the other day. My wife made me go. It was about Neil Diamond impersonator. Has anybody seen this? And he and his wife built this business impersonating Neil Diamond. It became this great thing. And I'm trying to think who's the co-star. Oh, it was Goldie Hawn's daughter. Somebody tell me who that is. As soon as you say it, I'll know.
Kate Hudson.
Kate
Kate
Hudson.
Oh, Kate
Right.
Hudson. That's right. That's right.
She was
Love Kate.
awesome. Like just awesome. And there are these times during the show where the dialogue was so good, emotion welled up in me, and my wife would tip me with her elbow, and she'd be like, "What?" She says, "You're crying." I'm like, "No, I'm not. Leave me alone." They don't really talk like that. Like that is a script, well performed, that is designed to create emotional response from the audience. And when you practice your dialogue and you practice your attraction conversations, you practice your listing presentation as a professional speaker, you practice your presentation. What happens is you learn to deliver it with the passion, enthusiasm, and emotion that connects with the person on the other side of the conversation. Those people don't actually talk that way. They have crafted a message to have the audience feel them. And when Randy does things from his heart and he says his dialogue sounds so good and you say it's so smooth, amazing, it's because he's practiced it so many times that he no longer has to think about what to say. He can authentically deliver it in a tone and a message that connects with whoever is on the other side of that. Now, I have to be careful because when you get really good at dialogue, the people who are really close, you learn how to say things like, my wife will say to me, "You're not selling me on that,"
Hmm.
because she knows when I go into my mode that there's a different mode that I'm in. She's like, not working with me. That's going to
Don't
cost you a
coach me.
handbag.
That's what I get. Don't coach
Don't
me.
coach me. No, don't coach me. So I love it. So here we are, 2026. Welcome, everybody. Are you guys ready for a great year? Like, how many of you have set your business plan this year to be your best year ever in real estate? Like, legit. No bull crap. Better than 2020, better than 22. Not a lot of love on that. Just you, Randy. You're the only guy. Come on. Like, okay, so what do we do? Are we doing SMART goals? How many of you, when you went back to do your business plan, set SMART goals again? Okay, Jared, I love you, man. I love you. Got Monopoly in the background. My family won't play Monopoly with me. Like that's a whole different conversation we can have another day because I love that game. Um, when people set SMART goals, I want you to think about this for a minute. You've heard me talk about this before. A SMART goal is specific, it's measurable, it's attainable, it's realistic, and it's timely. And does anybody want to share with Jared how I feel about SMART goals? Does anybody know how Verl feels about SMART goals?
You hate them.
I hate them. Love you, Jared. Hate SMART goals. You know why? Because nobody has ever done anything amazing by setting an attainable and realistic goal. We set stupid goals, right, Jennifer? Where's Jennifer? I didn't see you. I'm glad you're here. We set stupid goals because stupid goals,
Sorry,
there
I'm
you are.
driving. There we
Yeah,
go.
you keep your eyes on the road, young lady. We set
I know. I had my camera off. I'm not
Let
looking.
me share my screen with you. I want you to see my screen. We're gonna do something fun today with stupid goals. Smart goals are not that smart. They're for sandbaggers who don't want to be held accountable for next quarter's performance, and they don't want to feel like a failure because they didn't hit their goal. I want you to set goals that are impossible to hit, and when you fail, it's better than your best performance. Like when I think about stupid goals, here's what a stupid goal is. A stupid goal is it's strategic. It causes you to think differently. It's transformational, meaning it changes your life when you hit it. like a transformational goal. U is completely unrealistic. When you say it out loud, people look at you like there's some like what planet are you from? Because you could never do that. Um, you P is purpose driven. And to me, that's one of the most important things is the why behind it. And the I is I'm making a note here. It's strategic, transformational, unrealistic, purpose driven, innovative. When I say innovative, that means that you can't hit or accomplish your stupid goal by doing more of the things that got you to where you are. Shay, I was listening to you dialogue with Randy about your business. Sounds like you have a pretty good business. You'd like over 100 deals a year. Is that what I heard?
No, I had 84 last year.
84.
It's
Okay.
basically a job. It's not a business because it wouldn't be there if I wasn't operating it. So it's not really a business in all
All
reality.
right. Well, how many of those were yours? How many of those 84 deals did you do?
I mean, all of them. I don't have any agents below me.
Oh, you did all of them. It's not a
Yeah.
job. It's like a life.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
And so a stupid goal for you would be to go to 100 and let's double. So 168. So 168 deals and you being responsible for less than 20% of them. That would be a stupid goal.
Right. Or a stupid goal would be bringing on 365 agents by the end of 2026 because I don't want to constantly grind and I want my business to thrive without me having to be there.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. Stupid goals are goals that like there's no way you can get there by just doing more of the same. Like nobody needs to teach you how to sell more houses. You're good at that. But
Mhm.
somebody does need to teach you how to run a business that serves a lifestyle. I can help you with that, but we can't do more sales. We got to build a structure around that. And then the D is dynamic. So once you've become innovative and you thought differently, then we get dynamic. And that means that your goal changes all the time. You can set a stupid goal that's crazy. And as you learn things, you can move it. As you get close to hitting it, you move it again. Like if you're always hitting your goals, you're not setting them high enough. And I was thinking about like, how do we really accomplish that? And people don't really understand how to do stupid goals. I would love everybody to, how many of you, and I'm looking at all of you on my screen right now, have actually a goal that you've been afraid to say out loud, something that you'd like to accomplish or do that like you haven't been willing to share? Like this is like too bad. I got to lose 100 pounds. I had that goal. I did it. But like when I said it out loud, people would look at me like, dude, you got to stop eating chocolate. I'm like, dude, I'm hungry. Like, how do you accomplish stupid goals when people make you feel less than when you say them out loud? I want everybody to go into the chat for me, and I want you to give me at least one stupid goal that you up till now have not been willing to say out loud. Attract one brokerage a month. Love that. Buy an investment property, Kim. By when? Kathy, making calls to attract, that's not a stupid goal. Making 1,000 calls a month to attract is. So you got to make sure that we know what that goal is, right? 120 transactions, but I'd rather attract agents to do more than do more transactions myself. Shay, you can have both. You see, your business is a cash cow that funds your retirement, which is your organization. And so you don't want to take your eye off the thing that funds your lifestyle. You want to make sure it continues to do it. It just needs to do it without you in it. So we have to think differently about how the business runs because it's a cash cow, and then it allows you to be more attractive. And also, there's nothing more attractive than success. And so the fact you're doing that much business, and if we can get your business in a place where you have a great lifestyle that goes with it, now that becomes really attractive. Other people want to know how to do that. Just throwing that out there. 500 new, love it. Your guys are throwing some numbers up here. 120 transactions, 300 deals, 500 new agents in 26. Love your numbers. I love it. Okay. So you put some stupid goals out there. A- I decided that I wasn't being fair and that I've given everybody permission to set some stupid goals, but I haven't given them the framework on how to actually accomplish them. And so I went in and I spent several hours taking everything that I could imagine and studying people and studying those who have accomplished great things. that have done unrealistic things, and I reverse engineered their process of how to set a stupid goal and how to reverse engineer on how to accomplish it. You guys want to see what I built? And then what if we could take some of your stupid goals and actually run this? So let me stop my share. I'm going to share a different screen with you because I have two. I have a couple. I'm going to share screen 3. I built a stupid goals custom GPT. Come on, how cool is that? So now I can look at your chats and I can go in and I can grab anybody's stupid goal and it's going to tell me whether or not it's stupid enough and whether or not it's actually transformational. And we can go in and we can start putting this together. Now watch this. Let's go. Let's just pick. I'm looking at all the comments here. I'm going to pick someone's goal. I'm going to do production-based goals because that's my role here in this call. Jennifer wants to buy 4 RV parks. I love that girl. You guys all gave me, okay, $10,000 a month in rev share. I love that one. Do we attract agents on how to attract? Yeah. Do I coach people on how to attract? The answer is yes. I'm going to coach you how to get your business in order so you can focus on attraction, Shay. That makes sense? It's both. Okay, so let's go like this. Let me take, okay, Mark. Mark wants to do 300 transactions. Mark, what's your best year? Mark, come off mute. Let's have a little fun.
Hi there.
Where are you?
Hey, my best year would have been like, so now I've got a team, but as like a single agent, my best year would have been 80 transactions personal.
Well, you don't want to do 300 personal transactions. You want
I want my team. I want my team of 6 to do 300 transactions.
And what's the best you've ever done?
I think we're at last year we did just under 100 transactions.
All right, so I'm just going to put it in my framework here. You guys see my screen? It says, okay, it's going to score the stupid score. You're a 78 out of 100. It's going to challenge your insight. What are you not seeing? 300 can't be working harder. We got to change the machine. So if your best year is 100, you really have to hustle to get 300. You're either going to burn out, quality is going to drop, lead conversion is going to collapse, or the team will fracture. To make 300 real, you got to replace the hero model with a factory model. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So we can't do it the same way. It's got to be innovative and different. The next 3 moves are we're going to translate that into math, and we're going to figure out what's required in order to be able to do that with the number of people you have. And then we're going to pick a leverage path, and then we're going to install a cadence of actually how to accomplish that. And then it's going to ask you some questions that are going to help you reverse engineer on how to actually get there. You guys like this concept? Okay, Jared, are you on video?
Do.
I'm on video. What are you asking? You need me?
Well, no, I just don't see you. Like, I don't, let me, oh, there you are. Okay. There you are. You're a Monopoly guy.
Wait. There you
No, you're behind my camera. So you're in the view of my screen that I can't see you. Okay. Is it Mark or Jared? This is Mark's goal, right? Where's
Mark's
Mark?
goal. This is Mark's
Yeah.
Mark, you on video too? Where are you? Oh, there you are. You're behind the other camera. Okay.
There we go.
Okay, Mark, I see you now, man.
Okay.
That's from Avatar. I saw that movie over the holidays too. Okay, Mark, let's talk about what this might look like for you. So you have how many people? 6?
6.
Okay. Now, let me ask you a question. You did 300 size as a goal, but is that the real goal, or is the real goal a certain amount of profitability?
Profitability.
Okay, what's that number?
Well, I know the real goals. I want that number. I want to hit higher numbers with the team.
Why?
I just want to make the agent stronger. And I want a strong team to attract more people. Oh, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, I was putting that in my prompt here, so I'm thinking about that for just a minute. Okay, now are your eight what splits are your team agents on?
Anywhere from most of them are at 30% split if they do their own deals, and 50% if I give them the deal.
So 70 if they do their own and 50 if it's a team provided deal?
Yeah.
Okay. One day when you have an opportunity to talk to me about team compensation, we can discuss why that's a bad model. But
Sure. I mean,
for now, I'm going to say that they're on 50-50 splits. Okay. And so what we want to figure out is how many buy sides, list sides have to. Okay, let me ask you another question. Okay, so Mark, going from 100 to 300 is tripling your business. That sounds like a stupid goal. To me, it feels like it's a totally realistic goal. It's something you could totally do. Um,
mhm.
do you have A players on the team? Do you have the right people on the
Yep.
bus to be able to do that?
Yeah, I mean, I could add a couple more people, definitely. I got rid of some. I got rid of some recently.
Now, are your agents focused on buyers or sellers, or do they do both?
Both.
Okay. Are you open to a switch-in model? Because if nobody's focused on listings, you won't list a lot of houses. And listings what's going to drive you from 100 to 300. If you don't focus on
Yeah.
listings, you won't get there. Or you'll get there and the cost of lead generation will be too high because you have to buy leads. And there's a better way
Yeah.
to get that. Okay.
Yeah. I'm not doing any lead generation.
Okay, so I'm just throwing it out there. So it's going to throw it in. It's going to grab my stupid goal framework now, and it's going to start reverse engineering on how we get there. Mark, to get from 100 to 300, I will tell you is a fun thing. What I want to do is know what do you have to do in the next 90 days? Like, what is your priority in the next 90 days to be on track to be able to accomplish that this year? If I were to ask you right now, what is your number one focus? What is it?
I'm just like it's just putting the systems in place to accommodate those transactions. That's what I'm working on right now.
And you believe that's the number one most important thing.
Well, that and prospecting.
It's not even a close second. Number one is you got to see more people that want to buy and sell houses. Like
Yeah.
everything else is fake work. The only thing that matters is having enough conversations with people that will get you to 300 transactions a week. And the same thing is attraction. You want to attract and you want to get 350 people in your network this year. How many conversations do you need to have every day? Like it's a numbers game. We got to reverse engineer from the numbers. And so we score tested all of this for you, and we gave you some things. What you're not seeing is you want to be, we don't sell culture. We have to create career outcomes for people. It's a big difference in the way your people think. And so we've got some ratios here to get there. So what we have to do is we have to actually figure out how to get to 120 listings this year. And so if there was one matrix that you focused on this year to get to 300, it would be how to get to 120 listings. And so
Yeah.
the things that you focus on over the next 90 days would be to build the systems and process and make sure that you have the people on the right comp plans to generate 120 listings for the year. And so if I were to just say I want to focus on one thing, I want to focus on listings. So by March 1st, I want to know that my listing engine's in place and we're running, and all I have to do is turn things up. And so I've asked it to tell me what that looks like. Because if you don't take your big hairy goal and break it down into 90-day sprints, you won't get there. And so we got to take that big hairy thing and break it into a 90-day sprint. One of the things that I'm going to ask you guys to do is I'm going to ask you to think about a 90-day stupid goal that you're willing to be held accountable to. And it's got to pass the stupid test. Okay, so it's going to actually, your next three moves are, we got to start a scoreboard. We got to set March 1st as the benchmark. We have to get 10 listing sides on average a month. So for the 90-day sprint, we've got to figure out 20 listing agreements signed, 15 active listings, and get 10 pending under contract. Why the numbers work is because it creates a stack of inventory. It turns into closings in April and June. It fuels the buyer side. And it also fuels market in the fastest pace, which is the spring selling market. Reverse engineering it, it actually tells us what the cadence needs to be, that 50% of your listings that you go on actually sign. That means to sign 20, you need 40 listing appointments in the next 90 days. Does that sound unrealistic?
Can you say those numbers again, Verl?
Yeah, are you seeing my screen? Are you guys seeing this on my screen?
I am now. Thank you.
Okay, so it's 40 listings. You have to have 40 listing appointments, which means you need to get 5 listing appointments a week as a team. Of the 5 appointments you go on, you got to sign just 2 or 3 of them. That means if we're going to have all 6 agents do both, every agent is responsible for 1 listing appointment a week. That's it. It's not crazy.
Thank you.
I'm not only going to give this to you, Mark, I'm going to give you the reverse engineer of this, but I'm also going to give you, if you guys want it, the stupid goal GPT. So you can put your own in there, ask these questions, and it asks questions like Verl asked questions to help you reverse engineer and score your stupid goals to see if they're really transformational and they're really, are they really that stupid, or are they just realistic? I don't want any realistic goals, Tammy. So what are you going to do day 1? 90-minute listing power block. So tomorrow we prospect for listings. Who are you going to call?
Ghostbusters.
Well, I'd start with your database. I'd call your top 50. Then I'd get Red X, and I'd do expires and FSBOs and notices of default and for sale by owners. I would just make sure that I've got lists to call, and I just dial. It's just a numbers game. All you got to do, Mark, is you got every one of your team members on the phones with the goal of setting a listing appointment a day, just one a day. That's all they do. So the way we measure a win at the end of the day wasn't whether or not you closed one or you had a showing appointment. It's whether or not you scheduled the listing appointment. So we have to figure out the one thing that we have to win. And you do that for 90 days, you'll make more money than you've ever made in real estate in 2026. By the way, your listing partners should be on a 30 to 35% split. You can't have them on a 50-50 because the cost of carrying the listing is too high. You've got to run your business at a 50% gross profit after your cost of sale. And so if you put them on a 50-50 and then you cover all the expenses like staging, virtual tours, photography, marketing, they're making 50% and you're making 12%. And that's a dumb business model. So let's not do that.
Yeah, so when a lot of them will just list the properties with me, and it's a 50-50 split.
Yeah, you know why? Is because they get 50% and you cover all the expenses.
Yeah.
It's a great deal for them. You should turn those down.
Yeah.
Now, Mark, the way you fix that is you say, you know what we'll do is we take 20% off the top of every dollar that comes in to cover overhead, and then we do the 50-50 split.
Mhm. Yeah.
Or you take, we could reverse engineer your math, and I could say, look, you did 100 transaction sides. You take your total overhead, you divide that by the number of transactions, and that tells you what your average cost per sale is. And it's usually between $2,000 and $3,000. And so you take that average cost per sale off the top, and then you do your 50-50 split. So there's more than one way to reverse engineer to get to the margin you need to be, if that's important to you. Okay, so is that helpful at all?
Oh, that was unbelievable. Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to my other window for a second. So you guys want to have some fun with me? Anybody here going to Cabo? Anybody on this call going to Cabo? Who's going to Cabo? Dylan, you're not going? Thinking about it? All right.
I live in Hawaii. Like going to a third world beach is not really high on my priority list. So
I know, Dylan, it's not about the beach,
Not
man.
about
It's about the
Dylan.
people.
I go to like 17 EXP events a year. It's the one I don't go to, so I have an excuse.
All right. Okay. Well, I'll tell you, I'm going. I'll be there. And for those of you that want to actually have a little bit of fun, I'll have some fun with you. Here's the deal. If you'll go in, I want you, everybody will download this. I'm going to give you the download for this. I want you to take this stupid goal worksheet and I want you to give me a 90-day stupid goal that you're willing to be held accountable to by March 1st. So it's actually just a few days short of 90 days. If you hit it, I'll hold a private mastermind in my suite for just those on this call that set a stupid goal and hit it. When we get to Cabo, we'll get together as a group. We'll do something special. There's a reason to go right there, Dylan. Okay, so make sure you grab this. I want you to grab your framework. And then also, if you request it, how do we want them to request the, I don't want to give everybody the stupid goal GPT, Candace. How do I have them request it?
If you don't want to give it to everyone, when they send me their stupid goal, they could, well, I guess they need it
There you
before
go.
they do the stupid goal. They might want it before they do the stupid goal though, Verl.
Nope, it's okay. I'll tell you what. When you download this, there's an email in there for Candace. So you see Candace at workmansuccess.com, Candace.peck. All I want you to do is send her an email and say, stupid goal challenge. And she'll reply with the GPT. If you're going to get in the challenge, I'm going to give you the GPT. Now, I didn't build this to give it away. I built this for myself because I'm constantly going in and taking my stupid goals and reworking them. And then it drives everybody around me crazy because I have all these unrealistic goals that I absolutely believe we're going to hit. You know why? Because they're stupid goals. They're transformational. They change people's lives when you hit them. And I'm not okay with just wallowing in mediocrity. And I know you're not either. That's why you're here. And Dylan, there is no comparison between the beaches in Hawaii and the beaches in Cabo. You can't even go in the water at most of the beaches in Cabo because of the currents. I think it's like, I think sometimes that's what hell's going to be like. It's like you'll be on the beach, but you can't get in the water. I think that like I've done all the wrong things and I've been committed to purgatory. I can see the beautiful ocean, but I can't get in it. So I don't care about Cabo. I care about all of you. And I care about the people that I'm with. And I care about the environment that we're going to be in. And I care about I care about the relationships that are formed in a place where you can't get in the water unless you go to the other side of the island. So I'm with you, man. We'll have some fun one way or another. And if you're struggling trying to decide whether to go, figure out how to make it happen. I'd love to see you there. And let's do some stupid goals together. I'll stay on for just a minute, you guys. Does anybody have any questions for me or things that you were hoping I would talk about today that I haven't? I've got, I have a list of things I'm going to talk about in these calls. I would love to hear from you. What are some of the things that you wish I would spend more time on when we get on these calls together? Like Verl, I really wish you could do more of this. Does anybody have a wish list? Chrissy?
You knew I did. I was trying to just be quiet, not always the one who's like talking, you know. One thing I really enjoy, Verl, is just hearing you when you do hot seats and you like have us really think through and process what we're really thinking because I'm finding I don't take the time to think it all, flush it all the way through and flush it all the way out. And you have a very gifted way of doing that that I think would help us all kind of expand our thinking.
Okay, that we probably can't do that in 10-minute calls, but I'd be willing to do a call like that with you. I'd be willing to do a hot seat call. With I want to pick producers at a certain level and we'll just like do a hot seat call. Tell Brent that we're going to do that. I'm happy to do that with you guys. Michelle wants to learn more about how to maximize your AI. Let's not just talk about Chat GPT. You guys want to spend more time on AI? Like on how do we really use it in our business and what are some things we can do? Like how are we building AI agents? What can they do for us? How do we actually really create leverage? Okay. I'll spend some time. Let's add that to the wish list, Candace. What else? When I start talking about teams and compensation and how do you build structure, I see lots of heads nod on that. Shay, when you're talking about doing 86 deals and you want to attract 300 people, um, the lifestyle that you live doing 86 deals by yourself means you're putting a lot of money in the bank. But now what, right? Now how do we maintain that lifestyle without increasing the amount of time we spend away from the people we love? Like, would that be what, did I just sum you up?
Yeah, honestly, you really do. I don't always know. I mean, it's a good problem to have what to do with my money, but I also need to make sure that I don't look like I'm making a ton. So that's something I have to strategize with my CPA as well. But yes, yeah,
It's not a CPA question.
financial advisor.
No, no, it's a leadership question. It's how do I become the kind of leader that allows me to maintain this level of income without doing all the work?
Right.
You suffer from nobody can do it as good as me syndrome. And that's a real issue that a lot of high performers suffer from.
Well, I think that I would have no problem handing things off to people. It's just I need people in my area that
What area do you live in?
Columbus, Nebraska.
What you don't think anybody there is quality or what?
Well, like I was saying before, there's only about 90 agents in our area, and it's getting agents to leave their current brokerages. I've had conversations with a handful of different, I know a handful, but other, agents that I think would be great to come over, and I'd be happy to give them leads. I have no problem with that, but it's
Okay,
getting them to,
everything you just said is completely wrong about how to think about leading a team. So I
yeah,
just want you to know that it's not that you can't delegate, it's you don't know what you don't know yet,
right.
right? And that if you're willing to admit that, I can help you so fast
100%.
because great agents aren't hired or recruited, they're developed. So the
Hmm.
first myth we have to bust is that great agents are found. We don't find great agents, we develop them. We
Hmm.
find great people who are hungry and humble and smart. And then we put them into a system that has a predictable outcome, right? Does that sound
Right.
better?
Yeah.
Okay. The next thing is you never hire an agent and tell them you're giving them leads. It's not your job to give leads to an agent, but you said, I have no problem giving them leads.
Hmm.
First thing in your mind was give leads. I think if you did 86 deals by yourself, there's probably another 86 you didn't close because you didn't follow up with the B's and the C's. You convert
100%.
the A's because you're good at it, and then you take the easy money, but the B's and the C's go into a pipeline with a good intention you're going to follow up. And so there's double your business just by having the right people that we can convert from. So like there's a lot of opportunity there. And so
Right.
so your job is we're going to move you completely out of buyers first. You'll become
Hmm.
a listing partner, and then you'll become a high dollar listing partner, and then you'll become a CEO. And at
Okay.
each level, we'll just replace you with other people. And sometimes it'll take two or three people to equal what you were doing as one. And it's okay
Right.
because we're not going to compare them to you. We're going to help people become the best they can be, which may not be the same as the best you can be because
Right.
you're wired up differently. You're
Mm.
wired up like an entrepreneur. You get up every morning, you eat rejection for breakfast, you just go out and kill it. And not everybody loves that lifestyle.
Right.
But that doesn't mean they can't be great. They can be great based on who they are.
Hmm.
If you've got an agent working for you that does 24 deals a year and makes $100,000 a year, you will change their life forever. And if you create for them another path where they can attract and build a business and an organization that continues to pay them as they exit real estate, now you're giving them a gift for life. So we're
Hmm.
going to first teach them how to pay their bills, and then we're going to teach them how to create an exit strategy, and you're going to change some people's lives that way.
I love it.
What a
Let's do it.
gift. What a
I'm
gift.
all, I'm all for it, 100%. Absolutely.
All right. Shay, you need to send a message to Candace. So I gave you her email in the
Candace.
comments.
Oh, okay.
She's my
Yep.
assistant.
Oh,
So
okay.
Let
yep.
me give you the right email address. Sorry, Verl.
Oh, did I give it wrong? Yeah, give it the right
Yeah.
one. This is why I have Candace in my life because I have no idea what I'm doing. Anyway, is that what you meant, Chrissy? Is like help somebody like that, like ask the questions differently so that you can get clarity?
Yes, 100%. And just even listening to you do that just helped me a ton with what I'm working through because I'm in a very similar position.
I know. And it's people and it's processes that are our biggest challenge. And so when you get the right people in place and the right processes in place, scale happens. And it works for attraction, it works for business building, it works for how you run your business. But when you don't have the right people, you don't know how to develop those people, you don't have the right processes, then everything falls back on you and you run around like a chicken with their head cut off. And we don't want to do that anymore. Shay, you have a ring on your finger. Are you married? I'm going to give your
Yes,
husband
I
a
am.
great, I'm going to give your husband the greatest gift,
Oh gosh. Oh yeah, what's that?
you back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give him you, and getting you back so that when you're there, you're actually present is gonna make
He would love that.
it's gonna bring joy.
Mm-hmm. He would love that.
Yeah. All right. Okay. All right. I have to go. This was what my call was about today. My call was about let's set some stupid goals. Let's do a 90-day goal. Let's hang out with each other in Cabo. I'm going, and I got a great room where we can meet as a group and get together and we can talk about some specific things. Do a hot seat if you want to, but let's go spend some time together. And I'll have a couple of my family with me that are also on my team that can sit down with you. We'll just kind of bring your most urgent business problems and let's do some masterminding together while we're in that beautiful place. Let's make it a great trip, everybody. So thanks for letting me be here. I'll talk to you all very, very soon.